Yo,
Hey,
what's up? See?
so prompt. Love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on time. Um, so yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so welcome everybody. It is another Out the Frame with One Off. Today I am talking to Stephen Lotus. So just to give you some background, this is an ongoing series that we do with Black digital artists talking about blockchain, NFTs, and what we see as the future of blockchain art. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am
Yeah.
so
Having
excited to be talking to you today.
nice. Yeah, me too. I'm excited too. I haven't done an IG live in a really long time, actually.
Well,
So
welcome back.
yeah, thanks.
Um,
Um,
let's start off with you giving us your bio.
so yeah, my name is Stephen Lotus. Um, and I make really cool digital art. Uh, it's stuff that comes from my heart. Stuff that looks like it's in space, but it comes from in here. Um, and but it didn't always start off that way. I used to be like an abstract photographer. This is back in like 2009, from like 2009 to 2014 ish, and I would just take like pictures of just random things, and I would like kind of change the color of it, or make it look like it's upside down or whatever, and just got really more involved with like the editing. And what you see today is just like an evolution of like taking something like something real abstract and just completely like making it even more abstract. And then one day I said, you know what, this stuff looks so cosmic, like why not pull it all together and like make a whole like universe, an artwork full of, or a universe full of artwork, essentially. And so like that's what I've been doing since like April of last year. I brought all my concepts together, and this is where I'm at today. So yeah, I'm in space.
Okay, so where in the universe are you located now?
um well, so I was born on planet Zatox. Um but right now, yeah, my home base is in Atlanta, Georgia.
Good choice.
Yeah. The cost of living here isn't as bad as Zatox, so
There, there.
right.
Okay, so you pretty recently moved into the NFT space. You touched on a little bit the type of work that how your work has evolved. When did you start creating NFTs? What was your introduction?
So actually, I think it was the beginning of this year. Um, I just started, after the whole like GameStop stock thing, everyone was putting money into GameStop or whatever, and so I started doing more research on that. I said, "Oh man, this is like, what is this? Like, maybe I can get into it." Everybody's getting into it. It's a frenzy, and the more research I did, I got into like the crypto space, and because stocks, it was confusing. I was using Webull. I didn't know what the heck to do, but I downloaded the Coinbase, and it was easy. So I was like, okay, let me just do that. And from there, it's just doing a little bit more research. A month later, I learned about NFTs. I see like some artists posting, it's like very, very few artists posting about NFTs, like
Hmm.
at the end of January. And I'm like, what is this NFT? So again, some more research. And then it just like kind of like exploded. Next thing you know, everyone is like, oh, I got this NFT, let's do this NFT. And all these other platforms are invite only, whatever. I said, oh man, I got to get into this. I got to get into it. Um, some, and it's just like everyone started asking me, hey man, you got NFTs? Like what? Like, okay, so I have to do NFTs. I have no choice. Um, so in
The
March,
people
yeah,
are
yeah,
asking.
yeah, people were asking, I'm like, geez, like, am I, what? I guess because like the art I make, the digital art, whatever, it's like, that's just, everyone just kind of expects you to make NFTs.
Yeah.
Like you're no longer a digital artist, you're an NFT artist. So yeah, I got an invitation by one of my friends that I made on Instagram for Foundation. Foundation is one of the NFT platforms. So I got an invitation to start posting on there, and I it took me a while because I'm still kind of like trying to grasp the whole concept of selling the NFT, like making the NFTs,
Mhm.
selling them, and I also wanted to make it easy for just whoever. Like if someone who doesn't know about NFTs, I wanted to make it easy for them to just come in and buy my artwork as an NFT. So that took a little time to get together. Um, so I kind of worked on that over the summer, and then yeah, in September actually I minted something I think in April, but I didn't sell it until September, and I ended up selling two more NFTs that month as well on Foundation. But that's I had to like kind of get the hang of things. I
Yeah.
got yeah, it's like it was crazy. Like I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I started using Twitter more. Um, that's kind of crazy. Like I don't even really use Twitter, but they got people using like the Twitter Spaces or whatever. I sound old, but they got the Twitter.
The
Um,
Twitter.
yeah, the Twitters, yeah, the tweeters and stuff like and Clubhouse, because yeah, Clubhouse was a thing. I guess it still is. I have an Android, and so everyone I make my art. Oh yeah, I make my art, all of my art on my phone, and I need so all the apps use Android, like they're exclusive to Android and
Mhm.
not iPhone. And so like when everyone's talking about NFTs and stuff in the beginning, they're like, "Oh man, you got to get on Clubhouse, man. You got to do a drop." And I'm like, I don't have an iPhone. I don't have anything. I don't have like none of those, whatever Apple products. I mean, it's okay now because I got Clubhouse on Android and the Twitter Spaces that I've been using.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's how I sold um my NFTs. I was part of a group, this whole group exhibition from like September to October. And yeah, I just did a whole lot of speaking. And then boom, boom, they just started selling. So yeah, I'm excited to make more because it's fun, and it's a better I think it's like a better way to like sell your art too, because you don't have to sell like a print or poster or whatever. It's just like boom, here is the raw artwork, the
Hmm.
raw digital art, and it took me a million hours to make it, so here you go, and then people will buy it. So like that's the best thing, I think. And people can collect it too. It's easier to collect and show off, I think.
Yeah. I definitely want to say that I feel like Clubhouse and Twitter are like gateway drugs to the NFT world. It seems like it's the story for many, many artists that that's how they got into NFTs.
Yeah, yeah, I would definitely say that for sure. Because it gives people a chance to speak. There's like there'll be like a space with like it might be like 20 people or even 50, 120. I've seen them, and like they kind of give everybody a chance to speak. If you want to speak or if you want to listen. I think that yeah, like as the year progressed, more people became informed, and it just became a little easier to get people kind of in the door a little bit, um and then just give people an opportunity to talk
Yeah.
and share their art for sure. um I think I need to get a little better at using those tweeters, the whatever it's Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse and all that. But hey, once I get that together, it's like it's on and popping.
You'll get there. I
Yeah, yeah.
do want to bring attention to a comment that somebody made a little while ago. PJROD
Oh,
said, I like getting high and viewing your stuff.
oh,
Um,
nice.
so I want to talk a little bit about your approach to creating your art. You mentioned a little like the basis of how you create your art, but tell us about your process.
So I okay, so I will say this. Um, yeah, I'm never like actually like under the influence when I'm making the artwork. Because honestly, like if I was like, I can't do nothing. If I'm like I can't, you need to be precise and whatever. I can't, so
Hmm.
beforehand, I gotta like, okay, what colors do I want to use? What part of the universe am I going to like travel to or whatever, and like that I kind of sit there for like honestly it's like days. I'm like, okay, let me just do this. I don't know. Cause like some people like, some of my friends, whatever, they're like, oh man, Steven, like you're so tapped in. Like, uh, okay, thanks. You know what? I probably am. I probably am. I'm channeling it somehow. That's great. Cool. And then I just go, okay, you know what? I like this color. Yeah, I like this color a lot. Um, what's the weirdest shape I can make? And then how can I put that into space? Boom. And it's just like, okay, like that. I mean, that's pretty much, how I make that. I mean, really, all it is photo manipulation at its core. I take a photo of something, I transform it, um, and then I put it in space, literally.
Well, clearly
I
it's
mean,
about, your birthplace. You're channeling the planet.
oh yeah, you know what? I'm channeling Zatox. Um, yeah, from Planet Zatox. It's funny, Zatox is like a green and yellow planet. Um, but its core is more like red and blue, kind of purple. And so, I want to get to the core of things. And so that's why like a lot of my artwork, if you scroll through the page, a lot of it you'll notice is like kind of like red and blue. So, I think that that's like closer to me, closer to what's inside of me. Um, I really love red and blue. I do. Blue first though. Blue first.
Blue
Yeah, blue,
first.
blue. Yeah, blue first, red second.
Has your work evolved since you got into the NFT space? Like, I know you've been doing digital stuff from way before you moved into NFTs. Do you find that NFTs have pushed your work?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. The main thing is motion, animation. Um, and so, I at first I kind of struggled with the idea of how the heck am I going to make these things move? How do I make my artwork move? Because to me, my artwork is, already like the static, pictures or whatever that you
Hmm.
see, I'm capturing a moment. I'm capturing a moment, like an epic moment in space, in a new dimension, whatever. It's an epic moment. Something is happening. It's like right there. You're in there. It's crazy. Um, but it's like this. I think of it like this. It's a one picture is worth like a million words, whatever. But a lot of people are like, oh man, it looks like it's moving. It feels like it's moving, and I think that for the NFTs, I kind of wanted to step it up and give them some extra value in a way.
Hmm.
Um, and why not bring motion into play? So it took this is also why it took me a little while to kind of sell. Um, I had to learn how to animate my dang pieces. Like, how the heck do you do that? I have to download, and because I do it all on my phone, right?
Hmm.
Um, I can I can do it on the computer, but since I've been using my phone for years, it's like this is just so much easier, so much faster, and the file sizes are a lot smaller, so it's easier to just use my phone. So, I just kind of like did very simple animations, like so a lot of my artwork you'll see is like it's this thing called pixel sorting, this kind of method of like manipulating pixels.
Okay.
Um, the it's you could think of it like in a straight line. When you turn on the feature, it moves a pixel from like here to down here, basically. And so I kind of animated that. I animated the pixels so it looks like they're kind of moving in one direction. And so my current NFTs basically look like that, where it looks like, and when you put it in space, it looks like it's like comets or shooting stars coming down. And so, it definitely adds another layer. So yeah, adding the motion to the NFTs is oh yeah, or to my artwork to create NFTs. Oh yeah, I think that was like one of the best things I could do. And I'm still like working on some more too. Yeah, I think and I want to release them, but like, it takes me a while because I want to get it just right. I want to make
Mhm.
sure it looks extra good. Um, so yeah, it's going to take me, actually, I'm still working on it, but it's probably within like the next week. I'm going to have like another NFT where it's just like, wow, how did Steven, where is this coming from, man? Like, and I'll probably just, yeah, I don't know, it's coming from here, from the
I'm
core.
excited to see it. Make sure you share it with me, please.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll share it with you. Um, like I have like a few different versions too. It's something like really cool. Like there's like two things, like two types of animated NFTs that I'm making, and like I'm so excited. Like I want to share them, but they got to be right. They got to be right, and like and sometimes like I feel like I I make artwork, that invokes some kind of feelings in people.
Hmm.
They just like, oh man, I love it. Like there's something about it. So I got to make sure the feeling is there. So I'll share it with you, soon.
Yes, I'm excited to see.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about how you connected with community and what it's like being part of this NFT community.
Honestly, I think like before I just mentioned, I guess I kind of fell into it. It's almost like I didn't like, I didn't have it's not like I didn't have a choice in the matter, but I kind of fell into that NFT
You were
space.
forced into it?
Not necessarily forced, but I just kind of like, oh, I woke up one day, oh, I'm here. I'm an NFT artist. What? So, it's just like everybody around me has NFTs. And, it's like, oh, hey, Steven, you got, it's like I got people sending me invitations, um, just other like collectors asking, hey, do you have an NFT? I want to buy one. Like, where is it? So, yeah, I definitely I fell into it, and so far, I mean, the community, everybody is just they're so nice, and they're all, everyone's learning, but everyone is like very willing to help you out or send you in the right direction.
Hmm.
And there's different like Discord like chats or whatever, and so I'm part of like a bunch of groups there, and they're like, okay, like Twitter Spaces and Clubhouse or whatever, it's like that. Um, you know, they all they do is just text all day about NFTs, and so I've been yeah, I've been like trying to like engage with those groups and everything. Um, because I mean it just helps once I learned that like once you really build this community, you know, you're gonna get way more collectors, consistent buyers, and just overall, hype and stuff like that. So um, yeah, it's been fun so far. Just joining the community. Everyone's so welcoming and nice. It's really cool.
I love hearing that. I want to talk a little bit about the future. So, the last time that we spoke, when I asked you about the future, you said,
Mm.
I want a trillion followers and $1 trillion. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a dope goal. It's a dope goal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, Beyond that, what are your hopes for the future personally with your art? And then like let's talk about the NFT world at large.
Okay. So yeah, let me say this. I like, okay, yeah, I want a bunch of followers, bunch of money, whatever, but I really want to be recognized, as this digital artist that put his abstract, his heart, his core, his abstract core into space. And I want this. I want my artwork everywhere. I want it like on the side of buildings, in concerts, wherever it can be. And I want to create an experience for people everywhere. Um, and so that kind of leads me into my next thing. I want to get into augmented reality. I
Yes.
think that, yeah, I think that, I can achieve some really crazy dope experiences, um, you know, within the augmented reality space. I've had a little touch with it, where my artwork was displayed in augmented reality. I think it was in New York and somewhere else. Can't remember. But I think that if I can really hone in on that idea, I can create a experience for just everybody, and it's just amazing, like a really mesmerizing thing. But of course, that takes time. Um, I also, yeah, I want to see, my NFTs explode. I want to, like, I've always thought, hey, like, how do I make like the coolest thing? How do I want to take that most innovative approach to creating my artwork. So, how could I innovate digital art in a way? Like, what could I do to change digital art in general for the world, on a large scale? Yeah, I want to achieve that,
No big
for
deal.
sure.
I just want to change the world.
Yeah,
Tiny goals.
yeah, yeah. Tiny goals. Tiny goals. Um, I, I think. Oh yeah. Does that answer your question? Because I think I
You answered it. You answered
Okay,
it.
good. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Um, well, someone Panic Arts is asking which programs you use. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Um, yeah, I can. I can. So basically, it's an exclusive Android app called Mirror Lab. I'll use that one. So I use, like, literally, and this is really no joke. I use like 9 or 10 apps at a time. My workflow is terrible. I tell people this all the time. Like, my workflow is terrible. They're like, so people are like, oh man, hey, how'd you make this one? Honestly, I forgot. I don't remember. I don't even remember which apps this one was. But I started off back in 2018, I think. Um, I started off actually, no, I've been using that app since like 2016. It's been around for a while. It's called Mirror Lab. I started off with that one. I bought the pro version a long time ago. I think it cost me like a few dollars. I don't know how much it costs now. But that kind of set the basis for creating the shapes in my work. And there's like uh, Photoshop, Express, Lightroom, whatever on the phone. And so, like, I tweak the colors with those. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I honestly, I couldn't name you all 9, 10, 11, 12 of these apps.
That's fair.
It's
That's
too many.
fair.
Yeah, it's too many.
Let's talk about the way that you name your work. So you use Roman numerals after the titles of your pieces. Um,
Yeah.
and your pieces have really unique names. Tell us what you're allowed to tell us about how you title.
Okay, so, I love this. I love this one. So basically, okay, so one, um all of so okay, so let me start off with this. Every piece that I make, everything is, basically, I'm on a journey through space, okay? I'm a journey through like a new universe or whatever, and everything that I see, everything that I observe, this is like my interpretation of that. And so, I might encounter a celestial titan of sorts, or a black hole, or like hyperdrive or something. And this is I capture all these moments. And when I log them, every post I consider a log, like an entry that I put in my book of whatever my observations. Because I'm the captain of the ship. And I the Roman numerals are actually the log date. And so like if it says like this week, I don't know, it'd be like, or not this month, it'd be like X, like I do the month and then the day. So X11 for 12 dash whatever day it is. I guess today X1V for the 14th if I posted something today. That's what that would be. But the titles, I use alliteration. It's two words, and both words have the same sound, or the beginning sound, or
Consonant
whatever, same
sounds, yeah.
consonant. Thank you. And so, yeah, I just try to kind of like make it real fancy where it's like, okay, this is telling a story, okay? But I complicate it in my head, but I want to make it as simple as possible so that just the title could tell the story. And I don't have to necessarily put a caption. And so I feel like it's just like a different way of kind of naming these things. I don't normally see other people do it. I felt like I was the first or whatever to just do this in this space, and I enjoy it, because I love words. I love like I'm always on the dictionary trying to figure out what a word means or whatever. And even like some of the words that I use in the titles, I actually make them up. Some of them are made up. If they just look extra funny, yeah, I'll make them. I'll make
I
them up.
have to
I'll
say
like try.
that you've caught me a couple times.
Yeah, and like there's some of them. There's some of them that's like, okay, it looks like the word. It looks like the word that it's supposed to be, but it's like I changed the first letter or something so it could match the other one. I was like, sometimes like, dang, I can't think of something, but I like this word, so I'm gonna change the letter, and hopefully people get it. And I mean, if you don't, then you don't. So it's like,
It is what
I
it
don't know. Yeah, it is what it is.
is.
Yeah.
We are running out of time because we've been talking a lot. But
Oh,
I want to make sure people know the best places to keep up with your work and where can we find you. So are you just on Foundation?
so actually I am yeah, so I'm on Foundation right now. I just joined this platform called Bubble House, and it's this new social media platform for artists. It's way better. Like I personally think it's way better for artists than Instagram, because it's real art focused. It's artwork focused. And they have an NFT. They just launched like an NFT portion of it, and they have made collecting NFTs so much easier. You don't need to know nothing about crypto. You don't even have to have a crypto wallet. All you need to do is just get an account, log in, and if you want to buy an NFT, just put in your credit card information or your PayPal or
Oh,
whatever. Yeah, it's so easy. You can trade on. I think you can trade on there, or they're going to make trading on there accessible later. But you can also, when you buy an NFT there, you can trade it on OpenSea for sure. And
Naratina's asking Bubble what? Was it Bubble House?
Bubble House. Yeah, straight up, like, yeah, Bubble House, all one word, like bubble, and then the house that you live in. Yeah, it's like the icon is like pink, and it's got like two white circles, like bubbles.
Okay.
Yeah, Bubble House for sure. Get on there. It's very new, recent. Get on there, follow me. Um, I'll have exclusive NFTs on there that you can't be a first buyer anywhere else. So I'll be on there. Definitely, yeah, I gotta plug that actually. Because like it's like the best, it's really the best thing for artists, and it might even be the best thing for NFT collectors.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
they're in
I'm about to join
yeah.
after we get off.
Oh yeah. Please join. And So a lot of like Foundation and those other NFT platforms, they use Ethereum for their for their currency or
Yeah.
whatever. Bubble House will use Polygon or Matic, which has very, very, very low gas fees. So gas fees are basically like transaction fees. So when
And
you're
the bane of
trading,
every artist, every NFT
yes.
artist existence
Oh my God.
as
Okay,
a
yes. So
lender.
that I forgot to mention that crap. It takes so much. It's very costly to make an NFT to mint an NFT for on Ethereum. Like, cause sometimes it's like, geez, I want to mint something, but I don't want to spend $150 to put it in cyberspace. Dude,
Word.
no, yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, definitely having more NFTs on Bubble House. So definitely yeah, download the app. Um, and yeah, follow me and just look out for these NFTs because they're coming very soon, and you want to snatch them up. Um,
Ooh, yes.
yeah, totally.
And obviously, you're on IG. You talked about Twitter. Are you active on
Yeah,
Twitter?
I try to be. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, my handle is Stephen Lotus everywhere. STEPHENLOTUS everywhere. All one word.
And I do want to read this comment Naratina posted saying,
Okay.
Stephen, your universe is amazing. I hope I'll get to collect your amazing pieces.
Oh, thank you very much. That's really nice.
Your
That
universe
warms my
is
heart.
amazing. Your universe is.
Oh,
I do have to say.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Uh, yeah. Right. So, oh, I guess, oh, yeah, I gotta go because my phone is about to.
I think we might have just lost Stephen, but perfect timing because we were about to close. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another Out the Frame. This was super dope. This is the last one of this year, and the format is going to be changing a little bit in the new year. So look out in January for our first new formatted Out the Frame. It's going to be really dope. Thank you so much. See you soon.